What's going on, YouTube? I am finally back and I am doing another movie review video. And tonight's movie that I'm reviewing is Adam McKay's Don't Look Up. That came out on Netflix, I believe, a couple weeks ago. Not too long ago. I'm a little late to the review, but better late than never. So, we all know Adam McKay's work. He's done Step Brothers, he's done The Big Short, he's done Vice, which are great films, if you ask me. Great comedy and great dramas and stuff like that. So he's well known in the movie industry. And so this film is about two astronomers who graduated from Michigan State, which is where I'm from. So it's nice getting some Michigan State representation. That's pretty cool. That's what I like about the movie, but we'll get to that later. And so it's about these two astronomers who are trying to warn America and the world about this huge comet coming for Earth. It's catastrophic. It is apocalyptic, and so it's a comedy and it's a dramatic film mixed together, which is what Adam McKay is really good at, as we've seen from Step Brothers and Vice and The Big Short. This is Adam McKay stuff. This is what he does best, and I believe that this is really one of the better Netflix produced movies, and I'm glad that Adam McKay signed on to do this film because this is right up his alley. So you can tell it's an Adam McKay film just from the dialogue and from the story and from the comedy aspect to the drama. This is mixed, bunched up. So I like that. It's nice. We don't get that often. It's usually just a full-on comedy or a full-on drama, which is fine, but it's nice to get a little mix in between in the same film. So first off, that I have to say about that, after the fact that it's a good Adam McKay film, of mixture of the comedy and the drama, is everybody's performances, especially Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence's character. They both really do have good chemistry in this film, and I really saw that throughout the movie. It progressed, so I was like, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool seeing the dialogue, the characters share dialogue between each other and seeing them bounce off each other. And you can tell when you're watching a movie or a show that certain actors don't really have that great of chemistry, but that's not the case here. I think Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio really do have great chemistry, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we got a Jennifer Lawrence and a Leonardo DiCaprio film with them in it together, I believe. I might be wrong, but never would I have thought that Jennifer Lawrence or Leonardo DiCaprio would have been in the same movie together, but I was wrong, and I'm glad it was, because it's enjoyable. I really enjoyed seeing those characters share dialogue and get together and join this adventure together. And so another thing that I liked about the film is that it does get into politics. So if you're not really a political fan, maybe you shouldn't watch the movie, but if you don't care, like me, I don't care, let's go ahead and watch it. It's well worth your time, and I like that this mocks the upper class and the presidency, the administration. It mocks the government about, them being total douchebags and total asshats to the public and keeping things from the public, which is kind of what the message of this film is. To the people deserve to know what's going on, with science and with politics and all that. And so I really like this about the film. And we know that Adam McKay has done Vice, so this is obviously his stuff. He knows what he's doing here, and I'm on board with it. I'm on board with this part of the film, and I really liked it. We needed this movie, to say the least, especially in this time, this day and age. We needed this kind of stuff. So yeah, it jumps right into politics. It's a political movie, scientific and political. And if it's not your thing, then maybe don't watch it. But hey, I would watch it. Especially if you're into that stuff. Yeah, it's pretty good. I could have done without the Ariana Grande bits. And that's not a judgment to Ariana Grande, because she's a great singer. She has a great voice, and I might get some haters that say, why are you hating Ariana Grande? Well, it's not that. It's just I wasn't really particularly caring for the whole singing aspect of the movie and her character, which was just another pop singer. I didn't care for that bit. And I also felt like the film was a little bit too long because I believe this movie has a runtime of 2 hours and 22 minutes. I do believe it was a little bit too long. If they could have cut like at least 20 minutes, maybe, and kind of like cut some stuff up in the fun part, maybe Ariana Grande's parts, I would have been fine with it. But some of you might disagree with me and felt like her character in the film had purpose, which I kind of guess it does. I kind of see both sides. I just personally think that those parts could have been cut out, because it felt dragged on when she was singing in this movie, which, you expect Ariana Grande in a movie, you expect her to sing, and it's fine. And I'm not bashing her because I like her music, I like some of her songs, and I admittedly agree that she has a great voice. I just didn't care for that bit. And I got to say, apart from Ariana Grande, Jonah L's character and Meryl Streep, who is a great actress. Again, Meryl Streep is phenomenal in everything that she does. They really do have hateful characters. Like, once you start watching this movie, you'll immediately know that these characters are absolutely trash, like, as human beings. Like, they're total douchebags. And so, like, that's how you know an actor is doing their job really well, is if they can get you to hate their characters. And that is Jonah Hill's character and Meryl Streep's character and basically everybody in her administration. They get you to hate their characters, and that worked, because I thought throughout the entire film, oh my gosh, they're so annoying, they're so asshats. I couldn't stand their characters at all. And but again, it's nice seeing, adding on to that, it's also nice seeing Jonah Hill still share some screen time again with Leonardo DiCaprio, who are both in the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, with directed by Martin Scorsese. So it was nice seeing them again, sharing some screen time. So yeah, I mean, we got them back together for a movie, which is great. And the addition of Timothy Chalamet, I hope I said that right, because I honestly don't know how to say his last name. But the addition of him was pretty nice, and I think that he's had a great year of film, especially with The French Dispatch and Dune. So, and with the addition of this film, I mean, he's had a great year. So we got to give some props to Timothy Chalamet. His character was kind of like, he was just there, though. So, I mean, it really wasn't important. His character wasn't, but he was just there. It just felt like he was throw in that character for whatever reason. But no, I mean, it was nice having Timothy. I enjoy seeing him. I really like the movie The King with him in it on Netflix. That's also on Netflix. So this isn't his first Netflix movie, but it was nice having his character, or having his presence on the film, which I really liked. And overall, I mean, the story itself was pretty good, because if you come to think about it, this is not too far off from what could actually happen someday. And it's pretty scary. It's a pretty scary thought, and there's actually nothing that we probably won't be able to do except accept our fate. And so that's what the end of this movie is, especially, which I thought was great. If I can say one good thing about this film too, is that as the film goes on in each act, it gets a little bit more intense. It goes from like more of a comedy at first to like, okay, there's some comedy in the middle of the film, and then towards the end it's a lot more drama than it is comedy. So I mean, it stretches further away from drama once it gets deeper into the film, which I really like. It's like I said at the beginning, a mixture of comedy and drama. I'm saying some of these words weird, so you're gonna have to forgive me. But no, I really like the third act. I think if you stick around for the movie, you're really gonna like the third act, if anything else, because Leonardo DiCaprio again proves that he's a phenomenal actor, and you can see that his character changes from like mellowed out to like, okay, he's starting to get a little stressed out. And then you can't really have a Leonardo DiCaprio movie without a freak out. So there is some freak outs of his character in there, and he does that well, because we've seen him freak out in many of his films, like his early stuff to, Inception and stuff like that. So you can't have a Leonardo DiCaprio movie without a freak out from his character, from Leonardo DiCaprio, and he does that well. So overall, I give this movie a pretty solid 9. 8.8, a high 8.5 5 to 9. Because I felt like the movie was long, and I felt like some of the characters could have been cut away, and I felt like Timothy Chalamet's character was like, okay, he's just there, but it's a nice presence. But no, those are just minor complaints though. But yeah, I really like the film. I really like Don't Look Up, and I suggest anybody to watch it, especially if you don't mind the politics and the message of the politics and stuff like that. It's a good apocalyptic movie. Yeah. So I give it an 8.5 to 9. So watch the movie. It's a good Netflix movie and one of the best of 2021. So if you ask me, so hope you like my review, and I'll be back for more. Thank you guys.